Hello everyone, hope all is well. Welcome back to another video of the major, minor, and tritone intervals series. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for just always tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching all the videos, all the courses, not courses, but all the videos I've done so far and all the uh, shorts I've done so far as well. Today we are in the key of B flat, so I'm happy for that. So we're in the key of B flat today, and yeah. So before we get into that, though, I just want to say like a quick word of prayer. So, Father, in Jesus' name, thank you so much for this day and for this time. Thank you for allowing us all to make it to the month of March, God. Thank you for your protection and your guidance and your mercy. And I just pray that that this is a blessed time, and I pray that you would allow us all to learn. God, please help me to teach well, and so that people can understand. And please help me to just give to others that they can receive, and that they can be a blessing. That the music and everything that we learn, that it's a blessing to all of us, and help us all to get better as musicians, and most importantly, help us to get better as people and in our relationship with you. And we just invite you into this space, and we thank you for this time. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so yeah, so today we're in the key of B flat, so I'm excited for that. So we're in the key of B flat. Last key, we're in the key of A natural. So per usual, I'm going to just go through the scale degrees first. And once we get through the scale degrees, then I'll focus on the major relationships. I'll focus on the minors and the tritones as well. So here's B flat. So B flat is going to be our 1, C is 2, D is 3, E flat is 4, F is 5, G is 6, A is 7, and then back to the 1, which is B flat. So yeah, so as far as the majors are concerned, the major relationships, so we have our B flat is going to be our 1. When we get to the 2, that's going to be B C. It is the key or the note C. And then also the major and minor, no, not the major and minor, but the half steps are concerned. As far as that is concerned, C and B flat, going up from B flat, they are just a whole step apart. And then, like in the previous videos that I've done before, I definitely want to push us towards grasping the whole steps, which is 2 steps. So B flat 1 2. So to get from B flat to C, you need 2 half steps, which is equals to a whole step. And then just a half step is just 1 step. So from B to C is 1 step. From E to F is 1 step or a half step. And so I'm just going to be using whole steps and half steps. So B flat to C, and then in using that terminology, that helps us get better and grasp more concepts better as well over time. And then from C, from B flat to C, that's a major second. And then from B flat to D, we need another whole step, because here's D right here, which is also a major third, because B flat is the 1, C is the 2, and D is the 3, just like how I did in the scale that we just went over. So there's that. So B flat, C, and D. And then we needed 2 half steps because we got from C to D, but we needed that C sharp, which we did not count, but still makes up that whole step. So 1 2. So C 1 2. Okay. From C, 1 half step up to C sharp is a half step, and then another step is a whole step to D. Okay, and then so we're going to our next, which we do need a half step here. So from D to E flat is our 4, or our perfect fourth as well. Okay, and then to get to the 5, we need another whole step. So we can't do from E flat to E because that's a half step, but we need another half step to get to F. So here's E flat to F. So B, and then that's our perfect fifth interval, by the way. So perfect fifth interval, so far perfect fourth interval, major third interval, major second interval, and then just the one. Also, by the way, the one is just an octave or there's no one interval because it's just one singular note unless you play an octave on top or an octave on bottom. Okay, so lastly we stopped right here. That's going to be our perfect fifth right there. And then so we need to get to our sixth right here, major six. Okay, so our major six is right there, and we got there because we needed F sharp, but we needed to add one more half step from F sharp to get to G natural. So try not to touch that F sharp. And then so to get to our 7, which is A natural, that is another whole step. It's another whole step because from G to to G sharp, we need that, but we also need, once again, another half step to get from A sharp to A natural. And that's a major 7. Major 7 going up, and then a major 7 coming down. Okay. Okay, and then back to the 1, which is B flat, which is an octave, by the way. So okay, so there's that as far as the major intervals are concerned. For the minor intervals, there are some changes in there. The 4 stays the same. Our E flat, the 4, which is our E flat, is going to stay the same. And then the 5, which is F, is also going to stay the same. So here's B flat. Again, we're going to go over the minor intervals and the minor scale as well. So B flat is 1. B flat is always going to stay the same. C is going to stay the same, which is our major second. Okay, and then instead of this D natural, we need to flatten this. So instead of D natural, we're going to go down a half step. So D natural becomes D flat. So B flat, C, D flat. Okay, so B flat, C, D flat. Okay, and then so that is our first change. That's a minor third also. Our perfect fourth stays the same, which is E flat. So B flat, C, D flat, and E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so our 5 stays the same as well, which is F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it sounds like Mary, did you know? So every minor scale going up to the 5 sounds like Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? C minor, Mary, did you know? E minor, Mary, did you know? B minor, Mary, did you know? F minor, Mary, did you know? Like, Mary, did you know? So like every 5 first 5 notes in the minor scale going up to the 5 notes from the 1 to the 5, it sounds like literally Mary, did you know? So there's that, just a trick for you to help remember your first 5 notes. But moving on, so B flat, C, D flat was our first change. E flat stays the same. Perfect fourth, major third, minor third, major second, which stays the same. And then back back to the 1. So here's our 6, our normal 6 actually. That's our normal 6 or major 6. This is actually going to drop down a half step as well. So this is our second change. So B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F. Instead of G flat, or instead of G, it is going to be G flat. Okay, so that's G flat. That is a minor 6 as well. And then our third change is going to be our 7, which is not, here's our normal, that's our normal 7th note, a normal 7th interval from B flat to A natural, but we need to flat this A as well to make it A flat. Okay, and that's our third change, and then we're back at the 1 once again. Okay, so I'm going to go through it slowly again, just for the minor scale. So we have B flat, C, D flat becomes, D becomes D flat, E becomes E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, and then I'm going to go down. Okay, so B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C, and then back to B flat, which is our 1. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, for as far as our tritones are concerned, here is the relationship between the whatever the note we're in, which is B flat, and finding your tritone. So as mentioned beforehand in the previous videos, and it's okay if you have not seen them, I definitely highly recommend you go back and see them though. Watch them. They'll definitely help you. So whenever you're locating your tritone and the key that you're in, now that we know our intervals from the major and the minor scales, you're going to locate your major 3rd and your minor 7th. So your major 3rd and your minor 7th is the tritone. So for example, B flat, our major 3rd, we're going to count up. So B flat, C, major, not minor. It wouldn't be D flat, it would be D natural. Okay, so that's the first part of our tritone interval. So here's D flat, and then next we have to find our minor 7. So one way you can do this, you can count down from B flat. So here's B flat, this is our major 7, and then our minor 7 right here, or flat 7. In a lot of church settings, I use the term flat 7. And when I say church settings, I mean as part of the church that I'm in the band. It's a Pentecostal church that I attend and that I play in. So, or the band is a Pentecostal. So we do a lot of gospel, a lot of heavy gospel riffs and runs and chord structures and things of that nature. So we're always using numbers. So flat 7 is one of those numbers that we like to call out, especially for preaching chords. So we're in the key of B flat. So I actually used that before on organ. Someone, she was, it was on the Friday evening, and she was preaching in the key of B flat, and I went to the flat 7 and down to the 6, and then the flat 6, and then to the 5, and I just kept going. It was really good. But getting back to that, so our flat 7 is 2 half steps down, or it is a whole step down from B flat. So here's B flat, 1 half step, 2 half steps. Or you could just go B flat. Now that I know how many steps, how many steps my 7 is, my flat 7, I could just go straight there. Okay, so we have our major 3rd, and then our flat 7. Okay, and then so also So D is on the bottom. A flat is also, or can also be on the bottom. And you can play these interchangeably. And what I mean by interchangeably is that you can play, it doesn't matter the order of, this is one of the reasons why I love music so much. You can play any of the chordings on top. You can play on the bottom. You could fit it in to a different chord to make up an entirely new chord. So I'm gonna, for example, just for example, so I'm gonna take F minor or B flat minor. It's gonna sound interesting. So B flat minor, and then right where this D flat is right here, I'm gonna slide in with D natural and then play D natural and play A flat on the top. So it sounds okay. There is a clash between D flat and D natural, but a lot of times, especially in jazz, there's so many different ways you can um, play different chords, and there's so many possibilities, and the creativity is it's really fun, and the possibilities are like there's a lot of possibilities in creating new chords that you haven't heard of. Like this could be a chord that you could play maybe an F in the bass, so an F in the bass, or you could play an A flat in the bass. So just one that's a really good like practicing technique you can do as well. Just practicing new chords and trying out things that could work. But yeah, that's it for the tritones. So there's that. And then as far as a song is concerned, I just played when I played the major interval scale, I heard something. I heard what's it called? That song "Do It Again" by, I believe it's Elevation Worship. I think Chris Brown was singing it. The Elevation Worship, Chris Brown, by the way. So, but the melody goes, I've seen you move. I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe that you can do it again. I believe that he will do it again. I forgot the last part, but uh, oh, I'll see you do it again. I'll see you do it. Yeah. So there's that. That's all major. He doesn't touch C, or at least the melody doesn't go to the key of C for any reason. But he's using that major pentatonic, well, almost pentatonic, with the exception of C. So B flat, and pent means five, pentatonic, PENTATONIC. So pent means five, like pentagon, uh, uh, pentagon. Yeah. And so 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. So just those 5 notes, he created a melody out of that using the 3, the 5, the 6, and then the 1. I see you move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. So really popular song. I know a lot of churches do it everywhere. It doesn't matter, like the ethnicity or the nationality of the church. It's just one of those songs. First of all worship belongs to the Lord, and it's one of those. It's an example, rather, I would say. It's an example of like how great is our God. How that song is definitely that song. It doesn't matter. Well, any song, but I'm just highlighting that. Do it again. I know at my church, I've definitely done it. and then other churches that I've attended, or like listened to on like social media and stuff like that, I've definitely heard them. They'll do like really wild like twists to it, the band, and they'll do like different creative hits, and they'll go maybe to the two. Um, uh, uh, so I've seen and heard, so 5 5 6 6, but that six is really a four, but a first inversion of a four built on the six. So the six is B flat. The six of B flat is G, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6. But instead of playing a normal G minor chord, G, B flat, and D, playing a G, B flat, and E flat on the top, keeping E flat on the top makes it now a six, now a four chord, but it's still built on the six. So 5 5 6 6, keeping that melody still. Uh, 5 5 6 7 7 1 1. So literally just going up to scale: D flat, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and then sometimes I'll hear two 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 three, like just stuff like that. That's it, for a turnaround. Uh so like just something like that to maybe not that beat, not maybe not this A flat in there just yet, maybe to like the end of the song, like during like exhortation and praise. So um so just an example for like how these scales can be used in a worship setting. So which is really good. I immediately heard, like when we were going over the major scales, I definitely heard that song. So I had to definitely use that one. So that one was a really good example. But yeah, thank you guys so much for just thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. I'll definitely be glad to answer them. Please drop all your questions in the comment section. I am doing, let me know if you want to do, what's it called, piano lessons. I've definitely been getting a lot more in-person lessons going. So that's been really fun. But if you still would like to learn virtually, just email me at courtneyproduces@gmail.com. There's that, and then I do have a single called Prophesy. It's an instrumental single that I did and I released this past October. That's at Courtney Danielle Christie. Danielle is spelled Danielle, and then Christie is Christie. And I'm trying to remember everything. Oh, yes, this is a big announcement for all of you guys. So I posted yesterday in like the posts section. I'm doing another series. However, it's the same. It's the preaching chords. However, like the way that this is set up, like the way you see this right now, I'm going to implement that setup for the entire series. After many requests of people who wanted to see exactly what I was doing. This is for you guys, and this is for everyone who has not seen any of them just yet. But I am excited to do that. I'm excited to show you all what exactly I was doing. So please be tuned. Please stay tuned rather for that. There's that. So that's a really big deal. And I am also trying to remember everything else. There's so many things. Oh, you can follow me on social media. I'm at Courtney Danny. Danny is spelled Danie. And then I have a YouTube page where I produce beads and I make beads and I post them for lease as well. If you want to purchase a bead on my Airbit store, it's in the link in my bio on my YouTube. My YouTube for beads, Courtney produces. There's that. And oh, please like, comment, subscribe, and share for more content. And I believe that is it. I believe that's it. But thank you guys for so much for watching. And the next video will be in the key of B natural. So we'll be in B natural, and I am excited to get into that. After the B natural, then we'll dive into the it'll be like a 2.0, like a reloaded or a reimagined the preaching chords for beginners series, and I'll break down and I'll show everything on here and on my software as well. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.